uncut, unscripted, and we talk about a wide range of topics such as Black entrepreneurship, social injustice, education, finances, the family dynamic, Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, and mental health, along with many more. It's a Real Talk podcast to empower, educate, encourage, uplift, and inspire, and to allow others to be better than they were yesterday. I'm with the 6thman. How you hit that free throw with no jumper? Take my people out of Section 8. I stand behind my promise. Pray to God it took a leap of faith like Pac and Biggie. Papa, Black Lives Matter over here. The truth they can't see too often. Get a kid facing trauma, stress, depression, marijuana, 50 cents a jack. Heart disease from me now carry out a sweat. Blood and tears. My cousin spent 5 years at this McDonald's. Taking classes, studying social work and hosting Phyllis Pockets. Scarlet fever from industrial parts pollution gave us asthma. I can't trust the news no more cause they put filters on their cameras. 6thman tell it straight out here. Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford. One leg inside the trench, my wrist came from corporate office. Here's the truth, mind above the matters, I can't let them solve. Hood preacher, I can't let my city ever fall apart. Made mistakes before I overcome the odds and took a charge. Built a damn empire, took my youngest years. I'm with the 6thman. How you hit that free throw with no jumper? Take my people out of Section 8. I stand behind my promise. Pray to God it took a leap of faith like Pac and Biggie. Papa, Black Lives Matter over here. The truth they can't see too often. Yeah. We need change of person. We always had it the worst cause white folk policies left us cursed. We need retribution. Put 10 bands inside my grandma purse. They set us back 1,000 years and took our culture heads dirt. We all kings and queens, righteous. Hit the 6thman for advice. My mom was stuck in the gutter. Spoken reason changed my life. Meditation kept us woke. Therapeutic vibes and quotes. They just killed Breonna Taylor. Show us hard to trust and folks. And I sent a prayer for. White collar crime through the stock market, mail fraud. When it came to food stamps, my brother never had a choice. Fast forward, he just copped a 20 acres. I'm with the 6thman. How you hit that free throw with no jumper? Take my people out of Section 8. I stand behind my promise. Pray to God it took a leap of faith like Pac and Biggie. Papa, Black Lives Matter over here. The truth they can't see. I'm with the 6thman. How you hit that free throw with no jumper? Take my people out of Section 8. I stand behind my promise. Pray to God it took a leap of faith like Pac and Biggie. Papa, Black Lives Matter over here. The truth they can't see too often.
You're listening to Real Talk with the 6thman.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. It's been a minute. Thank you for joining me again. Yo, what's going on, y'all? I'm still learning how to do this. Once I get it down packed, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm telling you. I gotta get the right equipment. I gotta get the right setup. I got a makeshift studio right now, but it's all good. Because I feel like everybody started from somewhere and I'm starting from scratch. And I think, from 2018 to now, the show has progressed, more than I can even imagine. So I got followers. I got my own Facebook page. I got my own Facebook group. I'm on YouTube. So I feel like since 2018, this thing has really blown up to something that I could never imagine. And again, I'm still learning how to, technically work everything out. So it's all good. I like the fact that it's not perfect, because when people see it, they like, damn, if Slim doing it, then I could do it, because it's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to learn how to do this thing, and I've been doing it for a while. So now this setup that I got now is a little new, so I'm still trying to get a little familiar with it. But as you can see, I got the intro on here. I got Baby Girl on here. She always on my mind. And so I'm trying to continue to just elevate, try to make the show as entertaining, as authentic as I possibly can. Today, I'm glad that y'all here. I got a guest today, man. I met this guy since I've been down here in Florida, and I can honestly say learned a lot about him even before I got here. Angel,
was saying that, she was going out with her trainer. I was like, going out with your trainer? She was like, yeah, it's this guy named Vinny. He real cool. He be training me and Tasha. We go out, we do stuff, and da-da-da. I'm like, oh, for real? That's what's up. So I think that to a degree, I felt like when I got here, I felt like I needed to hook up with him because I wanted to get in shape, but my ass ain't hooked up with him in that way yet. But I think it's coming because after this episode, I think it's going to be the motivation and the drive that I need so I can balance my days and try to get back to a healthier weight. I've been trying to eat right. I've been trying to take supplements. I've been trying to put good things in my body, and I just haven't had the opportunity to do that thus far for whatever reason. But I think that after this conversation with him, I think it'll solidify the fact that, I need to try to, be more determined to do so. And I remember him talking to me even after he came off one of his vacations with his old lady, that he was like, man, I'm gonna get with you. I've been meaning to get with you, and I'm gonna get with you, man, so you can, get this transformation done, because I feel like you need it. I was like, damn, for real. So it was almost like he was reading my mind, man. It was crazy. But I wanna fly Vinny in, man, because he got a dope thing that he doing down here in South Florida. I mean, he pretty much, did it on his own. I mean, he started this Trap Aerobics, and it's really taking off, y'all. It's to the point now where it's people, coming in, it's people showing up, it's more people, joining the class, and I feel like it gives you a different twist than you would normally get from like a gym, because you outside, you in the elements. He give you a DJ. This is the only fitness trainer that I've seen thus far that bring you to a class. You go to a class, they might have a Bluetooth and got their shit hooked up and ready. This joker got a DJ. So, and they in sync. They be talking, we go. I was like, oh, okay, bet. So this dude is dope, man. He doing some good stuff, man. I'm gonna bring him in, man. I want everybody to take a warm welcome to my homie, man, Vinny Edwards, man. He's better known as Mr. Get You Right, but we gonna get into all that because I need to find out where that came from, because it's, to me, is a little bit motivational, because on this platform is be better than you were yesterday, and his is be better, than yesterday. So I think it's kind of a bridge kind of together, So I want to check him out. I want to learn more. I want y'all to sit in tight while I learn more from him, and we're gonna do it together. So I'm gonna bring my man Vinny in real quick. What's up, brother?
Peace, King. Peace, King.
What's good?
How's it going, brother?
I saw you digging that intro. You was like, oh, okay.
I'm damn it. I'm with this.
Yeah. That's actually my nephew, man. My nephew, man. He got his own album. It just dropped. I want to say it dropped this week, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, he doing some amazing things, as you can see.
His lyricism, I'm rocking with Nep.
Yeah. He's doing some hellified things. How you doing today?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm better than yesterday. That's
Sure. All right. Well, like I said in the beginning, man, I'm glad. First of all, you giving me the opportunity to do this. I said that when I first saw the Trap Aerobics, I was like, damn, that's jive dope. And I saw Tasha and them going, and then the day me and Glenn came after the job and saw y'all, I was like, damn, okay, he got a DJ out here, and they got hydration water. Wifey out did videography. I'm like, damn, okay, they doing the whole thing out here. That's what's up. So what I wanted to do today was I wanted to spotlight, a black entrepreneur out here doing something different, and you are in a totally different lane than a lot of other people. You got your fashion, you got your people who want to do apparel, you got your people who do social media and real estate and all that, but you are in the fitness realm. And I think that it is important to kind of highlight fitness, because after COVID-19, as you know, all of us took a hiatus from even having a regular routine of just going outside. Correct. Because once they shut us down, and just a little recap on that, I was in the Maryland area when COVID started. So I was one of those people who really got locked down when they locked it down. Florida, not so much, because Florida was still kind of, doing their thing. But for us, it was a lockdown. I had to get paperwork to go to work. So that way, when I was traveling and doing my deliveries, I had to actually have paperwork to say that I was an essential worker and I had a reason for being outside. Yeah, it was serious. So, but I even think with that, you would come home and knowing that everything is locked down, you're like, I'm just in the house.
Right.
So you just Netflix and chill all the time by yourself. And that turned into, 5 pounds turned into 10, 10 turned into 15. And next thing you know, you got that freshman 20 pounds on you again. You're like, damn, I ain't even in college no more. So it just gotten to a point where we kind of are now getting back to a point where we getting out, we getting active, we moving around.
Correct.
And I kind of want to just have this conversation in regards to myself as well as the guests, as well as the listeners, to get to know you a little bit better. So we want to, figure out, who is Vinny and where all of these antics and where right and all that stuff came from. So we're gonna dive right into it, man. We're gonna dive right into it. So for me, my question is, who is Vinny Edwards? You know what I mean? And tell me a little bit about where you from, your upbringing, and the journey from a boy to a man. Kind of tell us who Vinny Edwards is.
That's a good one. That's already hard. Now, Vinny Edwards, born and raised in South Florida. I've been, all over the South. You can kind of say I lived in Georgia for a little bit as a kid. I lived in South Carolina for a little bit as a teenager.
Okay.
Even went to, college. I went to college. I didn't graduate, guys. Shouts out to all the HBCU graduates. I went to a HBCU named Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina.
I know that school very well.
Yeah, but all my life, South Florida boy, just sports was my thing. That's the rite of passage down here, football.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I was a bigger kid. That's what a lot of people don't know about me who see me now. I was the fat kid. My nickname was Chunky Man, actually. Given to me by my Uncle Shep. Yeah, my nickname was Chunky Man, yeah. So I can even take you back. So I was 6 years old, and then, just playing in the streets. This is when I was very, very slim. I was a skinny little kid, but I was 6 years old. One day, going to the ice cream truck, we had a routine after school. Ice cream truck pull up, go to the ice cream truck, get 2 donuts and an orange soda. That's my routine. Unfortunately, coming from the ice cream truck, I was hit by a car. Long story short, over that 6-month period of me trying to heal from the accident, I was going to my Uncle Joe's house. He was feeding me 2-3 pancakes, and I can eat. That's the thing about it. I'm a little kid, but I can eat like a grown man. So I'm eating 2-3 pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon, the whole 9 every day.
Getting it in.
So over that time frame from about 6 years old till about 12, I'm just putting on weight. And I remember Little League football coaches seeing me like, yo, whose kid is that? I'm ready to sign him right now. And it was just because of my size. But back then, it was a weight limit. So for my age, I was always overweight. Now they don't do that.
Right.
Now they don't do
that. Because you had an age class, but you also had a weight class because it was 75, 85, 95. Right.
I never made none of those. By the time I was ready, I was healed up from the car accident in my leg and everything. By the time I was ready, I was too big. So I always played with the bigger kids, which made me have to work harder. Kind of had to sit the bench sometimes, this and this and that. But that's actually where I learned how to really work my body. And I mean, South Florida heat, there's nothing like it. These elements will really test you. That humidity in the summertime, the dog days of summer where we are now, July, August.
Yes.
It's going to get brutal, and it gets brutal. And that's where I really learned how to just take care of my body, how to really push myself. And one thing that I always grew up with, I never had a lot, but I always had effort. I used to tell people this all the time. I never had shit, but I always had heart. And what heart gives you is just effort. And that's what I tell all my clients all the time. You're not going to be perfect. I never was perfect. I never was the talented kid, never was the talented football player, very, very fast, very, very strong, very, very athletic. But I had the most effort. What put me on the field, what separated me from guys who were D1 was my effort. And my coaches knew that. So that's what I kind of teach today. That's what I implement today. It's all about effort. You'll never be perfect, but you can be better than yesterday because of your effort.
Absolutely right.
So that's Vinny, man. That's me.
That's what's up, man. I mean, and it's funny. It's kind of funny That you say that because we got a similar past. So when I was younger, I was much bigger than what you see now, right? But my mother used to have to take me to J.C. Penney's or to like these, stores that had men clothes. Right. And then I would have to get my waist in these pants, and then she would have to go to the cleaners and get them shortened up because I'm so short, but I got this wide waist. Yeah. But when you think about it, I mean, it wasn't a bad thing that I like to eat, but I think it was a bad thing where our parents, loves us so much that they
allowed it.
You happy, so they like, I'm gonna go ahead and let that boy eat. You know what I mean? And we go out to eat, and people don't, finish what they eat, and they look at me. You want this? Oh,
you want that? I surely do.
For you. So yes, remember that commercial, Lil Mikey, he eat anything?
I was Mikey.
Man, listen. That's why I'm listening to you, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. And so, going into like, elementary school, I started shedding it off a little bit as I got more active because, the more active you are, the faster your metabolism speeds are, right? So I got a little bit, smaller coming out of elementary school, going into junior high school to high school, and then high school to college. And so now, over like maybe like a 30-year period, you find yourself, everything starting to slow down. Injuries take longer, everything is just slowing down. And so I remember I got into an accident, and I messed up my ankle, and I tore up my fibula, my tibial bone. And so I'm at home, and I'm just I mean, when you got a cast on, ain't too much you can do. I'm just at home, and I'm just eating. I'm eating good. You know what I mean? And I remember they had to take my cast off to kind of check the bone to see what it was doing. And when they took the cast off, I limped. They wanted me to do my weight, and when they did my weight, hey Slim, I had never been over at this time. I had never been over maybe 225 to 220. Okay. Man, I got on the scale. Man, that joint said 270.
Wow.
I was like,
you went up.
Man.
You went up.
And I mean, when you're looking at yourself, you don't see anything different, right? I mean, mentally, because in your mind, it's like, this just me. But when you look at them numbers, you're like, wait a minute. And now they put the cast back on. I ain't really saying much because, it's just a visit. They put the cast on. I go home, and I remember going into the bathroom and just looking in the mirror. And I remember I took my shirt off. And I was just like, damn.
Who's this guy?
Right then and there, I was like, as soon as I get this cast off, I'm back at it. And I mean, I got back at it, walking, running, calisthenics. Push-ups is my thing. I love to do push-ups.
I feel you.
Push-ups. And then at the time I was working at a job, Pella Windows and Doors. Shout outs to Pella. They gave me a great opportunity, 5 years of just a fantastic work environment. And I learned so much there, but they had a gym upstairs. So as well as, lifting up these heavy windows and doors, after a hard work day, even if I was frustrated, I could go upstairs for 30 minutes to an hour and just press it out. And so I was stronger than I even thought I was looking in the mirror because I was doing stuff on the job sites, and the guys was like, damn, how the hell you lift that up? And so now I'm in a routine where I'm so used to lifting up all this heavy stuff. To me, mentally, it's not heavy. I'm just doing it every day. You know what I mean? And so now, I've slowed down from that because my job is different. It's not as physical. Because now that I'm older, I don't necessarily want that type of physical job. You know what I mean?
Right.
The part to that kind of defeats that purpose of being in shape is now I'm not as active as I used to be.
Right.
And so again, now I checked the scale, I think day before yesterday, and I'm back at like 237, 239. Right. Okay. And I mean, it's not bad, but I still would like to be like under 220. Like,
I feel you.
Maybe even under 215. You know what I mean?
The body feels good down there.
Yeah.
The body does feel good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I just feel like, as we've gotten older, there's some things that, don't necessarily allow us to be at our peak and do some of the things that we used to do. You know what I mean? True. And it's all good. So, I mean, I just want to dive into, your brain a little bit today and just kind of pick your brain and figure out, some things and just share this type of platform with the listeners, because I know there's a lot of people out there that might not be watching now, but they might watch the replay later. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna give them some nuggets. So we're gonna get started and start asking some of the real questions. So
for sure,
this one right here, I just wanted to get an understanding of what was the impact, like what impacted you to get into fitness and to become a trainer, because I know that has to, something in your life, something has to happen, because just like if you decide to go to college or if you decide to, you know, become an electrician, something happened to make you want to do that. So what was the impact and what was the final decision maker for you to become get into fitness and become a trainer?
Hey man, that's a very layered question for me, because there's so many influences that I have when it comes to fitness, and I'm gonna just give you all of it.
All right.
So back in the day, you used to watch Rocky?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rocky was my thing. Like I loved it, and I think it was Rocky 3 that really like spiked my mind. Watching Mr. T, Clubber Lang, do them pull-ups.
Mr. T was that man.
And growl at
while he was doing
it. And then he doing the bicycle crunches. Like that just always plays in my mind from a little kid. But fast forward, like I said, I was an athlete. I was a football player down here in Broward County, South Florida. Shouts out to Boyd Anderson. Shouts out to Plantation High School, the two high schools that I played football at down here. And that built me up. I had a football coach at Boyd Anderson named Coach Dollar. And this was the summertime where I was kind of in between schools, because remember I said I lived in South Carolina for a quick stint. So I was actually going to high school up there, but I'm not going to give them no shots out because I didn't like them. So,
oh wow, let's keep going.
So I came back home during the summertime, helping my grandmother out, and I was just down here working out, getting ready for the season to go back to school in South Carolina. So I'm working out, doing my thing. Link up with the school down here, Boyd Anderson. They like, yeah, work out with us, do what you need to do. So I'm working out with them, and I'm doing push-ups just on the sideline, just getting ready for the next, workout drill or whatever. Coach sees me from across the field, like 100 yards away, and yells out, "Penitentiary!" New nickname. I don't know why he says this to me, but I find out later on, he said, because like I told you earlier, I was always working so hard to just prove myself, because everybody had this. They had the stats, they had the speed, they had the size. I didn't have none of that, but I was outworking all of them. And that was just my thing. I knew I was just gonna have to outwork all of them. Big fan of Ray Lewis. He said the same thing. I never had size, never had strength, never had all that, but I was gonna outwork everybody. Fast forward a little bit, I'm trying to figure it out later on in my life, got kids, got a family. What am I gonna do? What's my career path? I know I'm talented. I know I like to network. I know I love people. I actually have a passion for people. That's one of my biggest things. I love people. And that's why I clinged on to the phrase better than yesterday. Because if we can all just be better than we were yesterday, we're gonna keep pushing forward. We're gonna keep progressing. You know what I mean?
Great phrase.
I get a job at a gym, just a job. It's nothing is in my mind like I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. Get a job at a gym, Planet Fitness in Pompano Beach, and I'm just working there. Okay, cool. The trainers that were there were starting to fall off, and they couldn't really keep nobody. So I'm like, man, I'm an athlete. I do this. This is what I'm kind of just telling the managers. I'm presenting myself like I could do this, y'all. Like, it's no thing. And they like, we don't know. Your personality is a little on the edge. Mind you, at this particular Planet Fitness in Pompano, there's a more elderly white culture in the daytime.
Okay.
Now, in the evening time, when the folks get off work, it starts to look a little more familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. They turn up after work. After work, normally that's when they normally turn up, man. They when we get off work, we don't been
right.
We don't been
right.
at work all day.
Right.
we hate our boss, so we go to the gym.
Exactly. They coming in, so now we can change the music up, everything. So I'm like, hey man, I could do this. Let me get a shot at it. All right, we'll let you get a shot. My first day, I'm turned up. I got the elderly whites. I got the the LGBT community over here. Like, they doing their thing. I got my black people. They doing their thing. Of course, I got the ladies. They rocking. They jamming. They doing their thing. Everybody's loving each and every class I do. Arms, legs, abs, full body circuit. Everybody's loving it. Even the older white lady one time told me, she was like, "You're bigger than this place. Like, I could see so much for you." And all of that just started to spark and just really give me the encouragement to do my thing. And at that time, I wasn't all the way where I wanted to be, with my own fitness journey. And it encouraged me to have to up the ante for myself.
Right.
So, each day I was learning more moves and more workouts for myself before I was even, training anybody else. So I would come in early, testing out machines, doing certain workouts, doing certain things, not really looking on YouTube and, Instagram and all that for inspiration yet, because I do. I be seeing y'all workouts and I'm coming to get them just like y'all be coming to get mine. But anyway, I was just, so consumed with what I wanted to do. And like I said, I knew I wanted to help people. I have a passion for people, and it connected with my spirit. My spirit was like, yeah, this is you. This is the career path. Because, I hear career and it automatically sounds like job. It automatically sounds like work. So when I hear that, it's kind of like, I don't know, but this is actually a passion, and it's something that I love, and I can really, really help people. I can really change their lives. I can really put them in a position to do greater things than, we'll probably do in this hour session or these 3 months of training or whatever have you. They'll be able to go on and be a better person for their children, be a better person for their families. The stories that I hear when people come back about, how they feel, how their self-esteem has been lifted, how they're able to release depression, how they're able to release anxiety, all of that, it just, that's the payment. Forget the monthly installments and all of that. That's really the payment to hear those things. So that's how it all started, and here I am now, man.
Doing your thing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, cause again, it's like, when you kind of think about it, like, playing football, being active, just being a young man, we were out and about. I know we probably are both, raised in the 70s, going into the 80s. So it's like, it was an active time. I mean, the kids now is not as active as the iPad. It's the games, sitting on the couch and, eating whatever is cooked, but you just like this, and you're not outside, you're not active. I mean, I remember.
Yeah, man, I'm in that last boat. I'm the 90s babies. We was right before the internet really got good.
Right.
Right before the internet
dial
got
up.
good.
Remember how you had to dial up?
I was a dial up baby. Right. So even then, we didn't have enough time for that. That was taking too long. Let's go out here and play football.
Exactly. and I can remember, man, going. I can remember going to like riding our bikes and just being active. You know what I mean? Sure. I mean, and we knew we had to be near, where we lived when that street light came on. Yeah. So that was like our call sign. Yeah,
that was the bat signal.
We could go wherever the folks knew if we was in a group, we was gonna be good no matter what happened.
Oh yeah.
But as long as when that street light come on, I need you to start dialing it back and bringing it closer to home. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so I think a lot of the kids now, for whatever reason, they aren't really, they're not really, they don't have that. Like, I'm not really sure why. I mean, I can't really, I can't really say why they don't, but for whatever reason, it's just not happening. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful that I grew up in an era where even if I need to get back on track, I have the foundation to do so. Like, it's not going to take me as hard to remember, football drills and going to the track and doing stuff like that.
Exactly. And when you say, you don't know why, I really feel like it's more so, I think we still have some of the same things going on when it comes to, 80s and 90s babies, versus now babies. We still have that same thing where our moms and pops or whoever's at the house still got to go to work. They still kind of gone, you know, even when you get home from school, you know, mom ain't home yet, you know what I mean? But when we got home, we was looking for that door, you know what I mean? Like, boom, yep, I think my homework done, maybe, right? But I'm hitting that door.
I did it. Right.
And the difference now is more so where they get home, I think my homework done, and they're locked into, you know, the video game, they're locked into the phone, they're locked into the tablet, they're locked into, you know, all this screen time. Mm-hmm. And it's too convenient, it's too available. So when we kind of ask that question, that's the only answer I can think of. That screen time is just way too available. It shuts down all of that real social interaction.
Yes.
You know, we're socially interacting right now, but you know, when it comes to that real social interaction, hey, doom, hey, you coming out?
Exactly.
We're gonna go do. You know what I mean? And that's not happening no more. They can literally FaceTime their homeboy. Yeah. They can talk to them in their ear while they playing, you know, game. Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and then, you know, such and such was doing such and such in class.
So I got a good term that a good man of mine uses all the time, and it talks about a wide range of things in society today, and it's called the microwave society. Everything is so convenient. Everything is so right there. You know what I mean? I'm really hard to go do something. You just push the button, your food is ready. You know what I mean? You can just up your game, your Wi-Fi on, you good to go. You playing with somebody way open, wherever they are. You know what I mean?
In China.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I do have a few more questions though. And then this one I think you'll like, because I want to know, because when I first heard you say it, I really didn't understand what it meant, right? And then I kept hearing the DJ, Mr. Get You Right, I was like, what the hell is Mr. Get You Right? So what inspired, you know, Mr. Get You Right, and how did you come up with that term?
Man, so I've always been a visionary, right? And I could always kind of like just foresee certain things when it came to creativity. I'm just a creative dude. I've always liked to come up with names. I was building brands in middle school, you know what I mean, with my friends. You know, I thought I was like a P. Diddy of sorts. You know what I mean? You know, in my head, I thought I was gonna have a record label, you know, when I was coming up. So just always coming up with names, terms, ideas, concepts. That's still something that I really love to do. So when I started working out and training people, I was like, man, I kind of need a new Instagram handle. You know, at the time it was something different. So I'm like, man, what is it gonna be? So I'm just kind of just going about it, and it really just kind of hit me. Like, there was no real inspiration behind it. I can't even act like it was something real deep. I won't even do that to y'all. I can be transparent enough to let y'all know that it really just hit me. Like, I'm Mr. Get You Right. I'm gonna get you right, and that's what I do. And I even had somebody at the time, you know, that was like, that's ghetto. It was like, what kind of name is that? That's so ghetto. And I'm like,
but am I not getting you right though?
But am I not getting you right?
Am I not getting you right?
And certain people, and it's so funny, people always, you know, they botch it real bad. Mr. Get Right. And I'm like, no. Nah. It's Mr. Get You're right.
Yeah. And I wanted to make sure, I put that you in there, Mr.
You got it right. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, because that's what I'm doing. Yeah, we gonna get right, but in the terms of it all, I'm here to get you right.
For sure.
And again, that's with the better than yesterday, right? That's with the effort. You know what I'm saying? It's really, you know, all in here. We're transforming the mind, we're transforming the body, you know, and it all starts within the spirit. So once our spirit get right, you know, our mind gonna get right, our body gonna get right, and that's what we're here to do.
I mean, honestly, I was waiting to see where it came from. Not saying that I was waiting to see if it was like a big thing.
I know, right?
But if you say it just happened that way, I gotta take your word for it. Because I mean,
I promise
you and your DJ, I was like, what, Mr. Get? And then when he had the little mix, and Mr. Get Your Right, I was like,
oh yeah. And once it came about, I knew I had something. So that was the turning point. The name kind of gave me everything else I needed. I didn't have no real reason to say Mr. Get You Right, but once it like jumped into my brain and I put it on everything and I started telling people this is who I was, and I was passing out business cards that had Mr. Get You Right on it, and I linked up with my DJ and I started saying Mr. Get You Right. And when I host these videos or host these, you know, events, and I say, yeah, it's Mr. Get You Right, people feel it. People understand exactly where it's coming from, and they all have that very much so similar reaction, like Mr. Get You Right, and it's like, yes.
Like, what? Did you had your belt? I was like, oh, he's serious with it for real. I said, okay, he got his belt. He is really serious about this. I'm like,
because I'm the people's trainer.
If he went into wrestling, that's gonna be his name, Mr. Get You Right. Because I'm gonna get in this ring and I'm gonna get your ass right. You hear me?
Right now, we're gonna get you right now.
Right. So I thought that, you know, when I first heard it, I was like, what? And then hearing it, but then being able to see it, I was like, dang, okay. I mean, because when we went out there the first time, and you know, the pink people was walking past with their phones, they was stopping everything. And so before I even get into this, right, it took me a little deeper, because let's be blunt, like when we look around, and I'm not saying all, but mostly when we look around, it's mostly, you know, pink people and brown people that's, you know, exercising and walking and moving around. Not saying that we don't do it, but when you look around, they are the majority that you see on the beach walking and stuff. So I think that at that moment when we were there and the pink people were stopping taking pictures, I thought about it even bigger, like, but damn, now they starting to see that it's more to us than just what they see on TV. Is more to us than just, you know, smoking weed and drinking. Now they see that we are acting. Now they see that we are, you know, thinking about our health and shit like that. And it really blew my mind. And I was just like, damn. And so then I had to dial it back in and kind of get back into, you know, the class. But it took me there. So I was wondering, you like, I know you probably had a lot of, you know, clients, whether it was at, you know, Planet Fitness or, you know, even with Angel and her sister, just one-on-ones. It was like, what inspired and how did the Trap Aerobics come up? Because that's, to me, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you. You got something, champ. I mean, you got a DJ. Both of y'all on the same page. You ain't got to turn around and tell them what to play. You already know, you know what's. I mean, shit. He even got off the turntable and
started working out. My DJ will work out. Shouts out to DJ Bojangles 1000.
Man, we'll get out there,
leave the turntable and do a move.
So how? I mean, what was the creative process behind trap music, and what was the mindset behind it? Because I know it had to be something driven behind the whole idea. So kind of talk about that.
You know, I got layers to it. Every question, you know, I got layers to it, and I'm gonna try to keep it quick. So when it comes to what I do as a fitness instructor, I love the group. I'm big on the group classes. That's my thing. Them group classes is really where I made my name at Planet Fitness. Because even though I could do individual sessions, most of the times people would have to come in, and what made Planet Fitness training separate from other gyms were they were all group, and you could come in at any time and get a group class. So that's how I learned how to maneuver around group classes. A lot of trainers can't really do group classes because they don't know how to focus on everybody. And in that environment, it forces you to see Miss Mary back there, you know, kind of missing a step. It forces you to look over here at Bill and who's breathing really hard, and is he gonna pass out, and should I stop right quick and give them only 5 more seconds? And, you know, so I kind of was able to learn that on the quick. So fast forward, I'm doing my own thing, you know, through the pandemic. You know what I mean? The pandemic hits, I don't really have no work, but I still got loyal clients who are like, hey, you know, I want to work out. I got to get out the house. I got to protect myself. I got to get my health right. You know, if we're going to make it through this COVID-19 situation, this pandemic, I know I got to make sure my system, my respiratory system and all that is good. So I need to get out in this sun. Let's work out. Nobody could go to the gym. I'm Mr. No Gym, No Problem, because like you said, I love calisthenics and I love HIIT training. And that all kind of infuses within these body movements that allows us to do certain movements that can kind of be right here, stationary, no weights, no nothing. And we doing the classes. I'm loving the classes. Like you said, I'm pulling out the speaker, we jamming, we doing our thing. And then something kind of just hits me when 2021 came around. I'm like, I'm gonna do a class. You know, the trap theme is everywhere. You know, people got trap karaoke, they got trap hibachi, they got trap, you know, this, that, and the third.
And sip, all that.
Yeah. And you know, and we know about trap music. You know, I'm a Southern boy, you know, to the core. You know, Trick Daddy, you know, Rick Ross, Juvenile, Lil Wayne, T.I., that's my stuff. Jeezy, that's my era. You know what I mean? And when I think about the term trap, I always think back to Big Boy and Andre Outkast. They got a song called Spody. I mess up the name, but it's got the beat.
Oh yeah.
My Spody Dopa, something like that.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Outkast. And Big Boy says, so you go back into the trap. That trap. What's the trap? The trap is a place where you get to a place and you like, man, I gotta feed my kids. I gotta take care of mama. Mama, I can't see mama struggling every day no more.
Yeah.
But I don't got nothing else. I'm not gonna make it to play football. I'm not gonna make it to play basketball. I'm not gonna get that government job. And you look around and all you feel like is that you're trapped. So you try to make a way out of no way. And we understand what the trap culture is. It's about that drug dealing. It's about that hustle. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this narcotic and I'm gonna move it until I can get what I need to take care of me and mine.
Yeah.
And as villainized as that can be, it's still a place of I'm trying to better my situation no matter what. I look around and all I see is rats and roaches, but I see this pot and I see this pan, I see this baking soda, I see this, and I'm finna make it happen. Same mentality I took with the working out. I see my body. I see my health issues. I see, but I also see what I can be if I just give myself a little motivation. If I just take what I have, try to push myself over and over again. And of course, we're gonna take them same trap beats. I'm gonna take that same Jeezy. I'm gonna take that City Girls. I'm gonna take that Gucci Mane, and I'm gonna put a workout to it, and you're gonna feel that trap energy. You're gonna feel Future when he say, you heard God blessing all the trap niggas, and we pumping. You gonna feel that energy from the trap music into your muscles each and every rep when we going for 30 seconds at a time. And man, I love the energy behind trap music. I love, you know, the just how the beats hit. And it gives us such a power when we all collectively doing our thing. It ain't nothing like it.
So let me just say this. So I do know when I was in the gym heavy working out, I remember being able to work out without music and still worked out. Yeah. But worked out with that music in my ear.
It's a different story.
It's a rap. Like I got 225 up there. Yeah. Without the music, I'm giving it to you. I'm gonna do it. Do my grass, I'm giving it to you. But when I got that music in my ear, I might add 10 pounds. I might add 15 because I'm feeling myself.
I might do 3 more reps.
That music, that you know your body is moving, but your brain isn't saying stop because it's too busy. Like, oh damn, okay, So when I saw it, like I said, I was just sitting there, and when y'all started out with the church music, I was like, okay. I said, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what they. I said, because I'm pretty sure they most. I said, this should say trap music, trap aerobics. So let me sit back and wait. I see if they got a routine. And as soon as that church music went off and they went into the trap, you get to going. I said, oh, this is what it is. Yeah. And I don't mean to put my baby girl on blast, but I was watching Angel. I was just like, yeah. This is I think as the tribe.
I love you, Angel.
I think as the tribe, we all might want to take some time and invest, and not even if it's, you know, every day, but like even if we come out at the end of the week after a long week and get that in, I think that's gonna be it, man. I mean, because for me, and I'm gonna be honest with you, once my body feels that's, I can't really explain the energy that your body feels when you work out. Right. But once you do it, my brain, well, I'm sorry, my body is telling my brain, hey, let's do some push-ups. Hey, let's go walk. Hey, and that's just how my body is. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I know if I get into a habit of doing anything,
it's almost like a domino effect.
Yeah, it's like it's automatic. It's like it's automatic. And so I can imagine coming to the class and then calling you, hey Slim, I can't wait till Saturday. I need to see you this week.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I already know that that's gonna happen. Right. But in my mind, I kind of want that because I got so much getting ready to go on, you know, with the nonprofit. I just registered the nonprofit down here in Florida. Yeah, I'm actually partnering. Man, appreciate that. I'm actually partnering with another nonprofit down here already, and I'm doing some mentorship. And so I know in order to be able to work in business, for sure. Personal, I got to be able to have a balance, and I got to be able to balance that thing out so I can be here and there and everywhere, but not be, too tired. So, I mean, like I said, again, kudos to you, because when I got there, I was just like, okay. Yeah. And then again, flashback to the pink people. I mean, they was walking past, and they was like, well, I remember seeing one lady, she was walking. I mean, she was walking by, but she was like, while she was walking by, I was like, okay. And I remember the lady who you ran up to, it's because she was recording. You went up and told her who you was. I was like, this. And so that white lady that was at Planet Fitness, man, she told you something. And she did. I tell people sometimes, like, I don't like to get super duper spiritual, but I do feel like God does send us messages through different, do different ways, whether it's a sign, whether it's a person, whether it's you see something on the internet. But we had to tap into it and go, oh damn, he talking to me.
Nah, man, it was definitely, and that's why I can't get away from it, because it was definitely a lot of people that really poured into me in those times. And anybody who's a trainer out there, I want to encourage them, because this is a very, very, very tough business. It can be very lucrative. It can be profitable if you know how to work it, and it can help you take care of you and your family. But it's very saturated. It is a saturated market. You can go on, IG, Facebook, Twitter, whatever have you, and you can literally scroll past 20 different people doing, whether it's just workout content or they're actual trainers. So the market is saturated. So I did have to really find my own lane, but I had a lot of people like Angela and Tasha, like that white lady, at the gym. And these were older white ladies, in two different occasions where, I mean, like a 90-something-year-old white lady, like she would come in every day. She's doing her workout, but she wanted to train with me. And she was already doing her own working out. I mean, clearly she was 90-something years old. She's been working out for years.
Right.
Okay.
But 90. Yeah.
Right. But when she met me, we connected, from a exercise place. But it turned into her kind of encouraging me and telling me not to give up, and giving me encouraging words and motivating me to keep being a trainer, because she felt so good when she worked out with me. And this is not the only, elderly white lady. And I have to bring up the race thing, because you never know what can bridge the gap.
Absolutely.
You never know what can bring people together. Dog, I used to work out with a retired Fort Lauderdale Police Department officer. He was then a Broward Sheriff officer. Real big cop, Diesel. I know if you get into a situation with dude, he gonna wear you out. But
it depends on where you from. I mean,
I feel you. I know how it goes. But it allowed me to have conversations with him. You know what I'm saying? About police brutality and things. And he's a white dude, and he's just being honest. But in the realm of in the space of bettering ourselves, we get to strip all of our expertise and all of our machismo and all of that stuff and just talk, because we're both in here being vulnerable. You sweating, I'm sweating. You breathing hard, I'm breathing hard. You trying to figure out if you strong enough to get through that last set. I'm trying to figure out if I'm strong enough to get it through this last set. So we strip all that stuff away and we can be real people. And I've had the opportunities to meet people, network with people. Man, I've been able to do so much in my life because of what training has allowed me to do and who's it allowed me to meet. And that's what they always say, right? It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that's what really training has done for me, is just allowed me to open up more networks and be able to talk with more people and be able to engage more people. And it's also brought me out of a shell, because there's moments where I'm just really shy, as much as I love people, but there's moments where I'm really shy. Sometimes I ain't have a lot of confidence. It allowed me to really okay, I can engage people. I can talk to this millionaire,
right?
About my brand, about my business, and pick his brain. I can talk to this young lady, this fitness model, or this runway model, because she's trusting me with her body, so she can look good when she's walking down.
And you confident when you do it.
And I'm confident when I do it.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, man.
And I mean, even when, like I told you, the young lady that I'm partnering with, her name is Erica Rucker, and shouts out to Warrior affiliated Rise Youth program.
Shouts out to y'all.
Man, listen, when she told me she was trying to do this event in September, she was like, Kevin, do you know any I want to do vendors, but I just want to do something different. As soon as she said the word different. I was like, hey, let me call a friend of mine. I said, he do Trap Aerobics. She was like, what? I said, listen, if you ever decided to work out, but you if you're a workout junkie, but you want something different, and that word again, different, I said, this is something different. I said, I think the thing that's going to catch everybody is the music, because it's so relatable, right? And even if they don't want to work out, while
they want to jam,
people going to be like this.
Yeah. They're gonna vibe. They're gonna catch that vibe.
Even though they might not work, even though their bodies might not work out,
right?
They okay. And they might follow you, because, like you said, the way of the world is the internet. So they find out what your name is, and they see that Mr. Get You Right, and they go to IG, Mr. Get You Right, and then you post, Saturday we gonna be at this. You might have an extra person coming in. You might have 3 new people coming in. You might have 4 new people coming in. And next thing you know, you need a whole new space, because you got all these people. And so for me,
man, that's how it's going too.
Listen, that's for exactly me, I've always been that person where I've never had the mentality where I don't want to share. I don't want to tell somebody something. Like, I've never been like, I do know people like that, and I'm not mad at them for that being their mentality, because it's something either in their past or in their life that has created that mindset for them, and that's okay, because that's them. But that's never been me. I mean, even when I was out there, you need help, you need a job, you need whatever. My man, let me call my man. Let me, you know what I'm saying? So I've always is natural to me. So when she said she wanted something different, soon she said the word different, I was like, let me call my man and see if he. So I'm just happy that you got an opportunity to probably present yourself in a way that people have never seen. And then I'm gonna tell you that the young lady that I'm working with, when I say she's connected, Slim, like, we get ready to have a conversation with, I want to say it's the mayor of Lauderhill. Is it Lauderhill?
Okay.
The mayor.
Yeah.
And the mayor is telling her, whatever programs you want to do, you got our 100% backing. I was like, what? Wow. She said, and I got a partner. He's from Maryland, but he's now in Florida. Bring him. We want to do whatever we can for the community. I'm like, what? So 9 times out of 10, maybe the mayor might not be there, but her leadership will be there.
Exactly. No, that's them connections, man.
Her leadership will be there, and they see that. They can be like, wait, let me get your information, and then it's gonna do what it's gonna do. And I mean, the young lady that I'm working with, when I say she's connected, she works at Coconut Creek High School, but she has access to so many things that when we were talking on the phone, I'm like, what? You got access to that too? And you got access to that too? She's like, yes, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's not me following along and pulling on her coattail, because she tells me all the time. She was like, Kevin, I just love the fact that your vibe is what it is. And then I can tell that you truly are passionate about what you're talking about. It's not like you telling me and you blowing smoke up my ass. You really want to help. And so if you want to help, I want to help you in return. And so it's just a big partnership. And I'm just happy that I could, you know, fly you in first class, because I think that's gonna be great. But even in the mode of working out, right? And I want to kind of talk to the people now, like even in the mode of working out and kind of, you know, trying to stay motivated. You know, we not on COVID-19 no more, but we out here, and I know people are just relaxed. Like, you know, I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like, you know, and at some point, you know, honestly, your body is talking to you, even though you ignoring it. Your arms, your legs, your ankles, they talking to you.
Telling you something.
Like,
telling you something.
I'm getting old. Nah, you're not getting old. Your body is telling you need to do something. But if you keep looking it all, it's gonna get worse and worse, and then you can be at the doctor, and then the doctor gonna be like, "Hey, we need to do this." So I want to talk about some of the most common factors that you see from either your clients or people that you work with that, you know, stops them from having that motivation to work out. Like, what are some of the main factors that you see?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man, because of I like what you said earlier about, you know, just being a spiritual person. And because of who I am as a person, I attract a lot of hardworking people. I attract real people who got, you know, just real stuff going on. I attract, you know, the moms. I attract the teachers, you know what I mean? People who just really out there grinding and trying to get it.
Blow the rain, baby.
It's doing its thing, right?
Yes, sir.
So what I can say is to that man is life. That's the main thing that I usually see. It's never no like just excuse. It really just be life. You know what I mean? Life started life, and you know, my kids started going to this and doing this, so I gotta kind of take some time off. And my thing is always to them, take care of you.
Okay.
That's all I can tell them.
That's
all I can tell them. You know what I mean? Because that's what people start saying to me. Oh, you know, me and my family got to do this. So I'm taking care of my mom, so I got to stop and do this for her, or you know, all of that kind of old stuff. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, because again, that happens. Oh, my job scheduling. I tell you, it's crazy. And I'm one of the most flexible trainers around. Like there's not too many trainers that's gonna either pull up on you or you could pull up on me, and we just mixing it up. Ain't no bop schedule. It's, can you meet me today? Okay, so this week, can you meet me? Like I'm working it out with you week to week just to see what you're available to do. Why? Because people's schedule is all over the place.
Yeah.
Not just work, but when work schedule get right, okay, now where my kids gonna be when I'm doing something? Okay, when kids schedule get right, okay, you know, what's going on with my leisure time? Should I use my leisure time to work out? And what I have to get people to understand is stop making working out a chore. Stop making exercise a chore. It is not something that you have to do. It is something that you get to do, because it'll get to a point where you can't do it at all.
Right.
Take advantage of it.
Right.
Take advantage of being able to do 10 push-ups if that's all you can do.
Right.
Take advantage of being able to do 100 squats if that's all you can do. Because it's going to get to the point where you can't do it. Again, I told you about a 90-something years old lady. And she was little shriveled up, little humpback, everything. Nothing stopped her from getting into that gym at least 4 times a week, bro.
Wow. That's what's up.
Stopped her. And whether it was just she was just coming, and of course she ain't had much to do. Of course, yes, she was probably retired. You know what I'm saying? This was her daily little routine that just helped her keep going. But she could have been doing anything else.
Right.
A little money, she could have just been going downtown and shopping.
Right.
She made sure she was coming in to work out. Why? Because she understood that this is something that I get to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm responsible for taking care of my body. So yes, I have to maintain a certain level of physical fitness. But at the
Right.
same time, it's not a chore, dog.
Yeah.
It's not a chore. We gotta remove that from our psyche because
Right.
it's not a chore. It's
I mean,
fun.
because I remember even for myself when I was working out, it was like if I didn't work out, I was mad. Like, oh damn, I ain't get to go to the gym, right? And I had to get out of that because I'm like, Slim, if you didn't get to go, you didn't get to go. It just means when you get to go, then you can just go a little harder if you have to. But I don't know. I used to beat myself up a lot about, like once you get a routine and you do something and then you stop, like, oh man, I ain't get to. And I just feel like now, like kind of, looking at where I'm at now, weight wise, I'm like, nah, it's not that I'm trying to prove anything to anybody. It's just I wanna feel better because I know I can. Like, I mean, I go back and I think some of my motivation is just thinking back to, when I was working out and I look at some of those pictures and I be like, damn, a nigga was just okay. And so and that only being maybe like, 8, 9, 10 years ago, it's not like I physically still can't do that. I probably can't lift as much as I used to. I probably gotta, bring the weight down and worry about the weight versus, the weight. But I mean, I just feel like and like we kind of talked about on a previous conversation, because when we had our panel, I remember you I remember you saying that it was a guy, he was your mentor, and he said that he didn't necessarily run to be fit. He ran because he wanted to clear his mind. And I know when you said it to us, it was just like talking, but when you said it, I was like, damn. And so can you imagine if I take that and not run, but let's say if I just walk 5 miles and come back, right? I done thought about everything that I needed to think about, and now I kind of simulated a plan in my own head. And I mean, even I was just
it's a form of meditation.
Yeah, I was just telling Angel's mother that where I lived in Maryland, in District Heights, like I could walk from my house to a main route. It was called Marlboro Pike. Mm-hmm. And so from my house to Marlboro Pike, just going one way, it was like 2.5 miles. Mm-hmm. And so turning around, coming back, that's a 5-mile trip. And so I would, and we had hills and turns and stuff. So I would jog.
Hiking.
So I would jog where it felt like, okay, I can jog it out. But when it started getting tough, then I would just walk it out, and then I would jog it out. So it was kind of a mix. I was jogging, walking. But on the way back to the house, we got this big hill near this church. So it's like you got to kind of either make up your mind before you pass that stop sign. Is we jogging or is we walking? Because if we jogging, we need to start trying to, get it up now. If not, we're gonna walk. We might as well just, start stepping. Yeah. So in my mind, I feel like I know I can do it, but like you just said, work and business and all this stuff that we got going on, it kind of stops us. But I'm at the point now where I know I can do better. Right. Personally, I know I can do better, and then I want to. So I think that's the part now that I'm kind of diving into wanting to do. So even if it's just 50 push-ups a day or just walking or whatever, because at my job, I'm in Sunrise now. And so I'm right on hiatus. And so it's like this little,
you pass by me every day.
It's like a little commercial community, right? And so what I do is around lunchtime, I go outside and I start from our building. I walk all the way to the end of the property, go back behind it and come around back. And I mean, when I did it the other day, it was probably like 2.5 miles, maybe a mile, 2.5. But I'm walking it though, right? And that's just out the blue. And then I took my push-up board to work, and it's right behind my desk. So like every maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so, I get down, I do I do 20 close, I take the bags, I'll open it up wide, do 2 wide, I'm my shoulder. So I know day by day I'm gradually getting back at it, because I know when I get to work and the board is right by my desk. So as soon as I put my book back down, I look right at the board. And as soon as I put my book back down, that's what I do. I don't even plug my laptop in.
Get it.
I go give me 25 minutes real quick.
Let's get
before I
it.
even start
Let's get it.
I know
Yes,
it's
sir.
gradually, it's gradually happening. So I want to continue on that pattern, but I know there's some stuff out there that kind of stops people, and I just wanted to, you know, get your take.
And you know what?
Stops people from doing that.
And you know what, Kev? And that's another thing about Trap Aerobics that I love, right? When we're talking about that, everybody loves a good party. You know what I mean? And that's why I love doing Trap Aerobics, because I'm able to bring a part. Like you said, I got my DJ with me. I make sure I bring, you know, hydration water for you, because it's going to get hot. We do use the elements. We're outside. So I just want people to have something that can make them feel good. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know you coming to a workout, and that's the thing. That's why, like, when I do advertise it, when people see it, it's like, are they working out, or is that a dance? Like, they're confused at the same time, because it looks a lot of fun. That's it. They really don't even, they don't get the workout effect.
It depends on who you ask. Because I know when Angel be done, she be like, oh my God. I be like, what? She was like, Vinny killed us today. I was like, yeah, I ain't coming out there. I said, yeah, I ain't coming out there.
But she also do tell me that she will have a lot of fun when she do it. And that's what gets you caught up in it, to the point where when you done, it's like, damn, what did we just do? Because while you're doing it, it's like, this is fun. Yeah. It's great. Oh my God. But you know, after you done done so many reps and so many seconds of, you know, these movements throughout these songs, it's like, yo, man, like even right now, I tell you right now, man, I got certain areas on me sore from the workout yesterday of Trap Aerobics, and it at first it just feels good. It just the energy is just,
I know that feeling.
And it's like you're saying, you know, why do we work out? Why should we work out? Like I said before, stress, depression, anxiety, self-consciousness, self-love. That's the main thing. Let me
put this up. Let me put this up while you're talking. But go ahead. Let me put this up while you're talking though, because it's kind of right in what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, and so those are the things, you know, that I want people to really work on. You know, relieve that stress when you come work out with me. You know what I'm saying? Put that depression down when you come work out with me. You know, of course, we got our therapists, and shouts out to all the therapists worldwide. Please get you some therapy if you need to, you know, work on your mental health. Absolutely. But when you this is what can help us. This is what can help us, because when I'm working out, man, it's almost like when the workout is over, it's like, man, I feel so free, because as I'm lifting weight,
you freeing yourself,
moving weight off of me. That's physically and theoretically, right? Like I'm getting that weight off of me at the same time of me pushing this weight off of me. That's the whole thing that I really, really love about it. Like I said, my passion for people. So, you know, that I love it, man.
Honestly, I had just gotten away from, you know, being in the gym, because I felt like the gym just wasn't for me no more. Like it was just like a show. It was like everybody coming in there with matching outfits and, you know, looking like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like if you come to the gym and you got a whole outfit on, you ain't coming to really work out. You coming to look cute for somebody. Because I used to go in there and I'm just, whatever I got on, I'm just going in here to get, and I ain't gonna lie, I used to go in there with my cutoff shirt. When I couldn't afford certain stuff, I would go in there with my cutoff tee, and I would go in there with my long john shirt on under it, because I wanted to sweat. Folks used to look at me, but I used to get on that bench and I used to warm up with 2 plates, right? Do a quick 15, and then I put 2 more plates on, then I do another 10. They looking at me like that. Then I put on another 25, then I do another 10. They're like, damn, Slim Jive's strong. And so it wasn't show for me. It was like, I'm just gonna come in here, I'm gonna just do my work, hit my legs, and I'm out. I'm not about to be in here 2-3 hours. What is you doing in the gym for 3 hours? What is you doing? And I mean, I remember working out one time when there was a police officer, and he was on the Smith machine, and that's like my ultimate favorite machine, the Smith machine. I'm like, get a house down here, like give me a garage. I just want a bench and a Smith machine. That's it. Because when you think about it, that's all you really need, because you could do everything. You could do everything. You could do pull-ups there. You could do this. You can do your leg, you can do everything from right there. That's all I
love
really
it.
want.
I
That's
love it. You're talking good.
So I'm waiting for the Smith machine. I mean, he's like on the phone, laughing and joking, giggling, and it's the only one in the gym. So I walk over to him because I'm on the trip. I'm trying to do other stuff, but that's where I really want to be at because that's my spot.
You about to start a fight?
No. I go over to him and I just ask him, man, you know how much longer you got? Want to get some sets in? He was like, oh, when I'm finished. I said, I understand that, but I'm just trying to get an idea of when so I can know what I can go do before I come back. I'm like, man, get out of here, man, when I'm done. I said, no problem. I go to the manager. I say, listen, I said, I come to this gym a lot.
That's how you do it.
I come to this gym a lot. I love to work out. I say, but what I don't like is I don't like these police officers that come in and think that this is the street. Like they think they have authority over the equipment. I don't like that. I said, so if this guy is not going to let other people
share the equipment,
then I want to cancel my membership now. Man, the manager went over there and said something to the dude. Right. I guess he finished his set, but he walked straight over to me. Or if it was a problem, all you had to do was say something. I said, bro, listen, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I understand you're a police officer, but right now you're just a man in front of me. And at the end of the day, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. It's okay. I said, but you're not being respectful to everybody else in here that want to use the equipment. You on the phone with your girl and your boy, you laughing.
Right.
It's all good. But I just asked you nicely, when can I get on?
All you had to do was say 10 minutes, 15
and when
minutes,
it got
20
to that
minutes.
point, I was like, I'm done with the gym. I don't want to do the gym no more. Cause I remember, like, I know my triggers. I kind of know my triggers, right? And
we talked about
when I
that
know
disrespect.
something's gonna trigger me, I need to get away from it. I need to get away from it because it ain't no yellow light for me. It's either green or red. Ain't nothing in between.
Mm-mm.
And I mean, I hate to say that, even if it's a family member standing, because I know how to move them out the way. But it's only red and green, Slim. And so I know when certain things come up, I gotta let it slide. But why do you think it's so important? I mean, I know you were talking about it a little bit, but I want to get into the part of the importance of having the balance of the mental, physical, and the spiritual. Like, why is it so important to have those three kind of in a balance?
So we can go through our day to day, man. I mean, we you know, some of us have an idea of why we're here on this earth. You know what I mean? Some of us. And the rest of us, you know, we may still be trying to figure it out. So when you either know your purpose or trying to figure out your purpose, you need to have that balance so you can kind of make sure that you're aligning yourself with your purpose.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if I have something that can help me align myself mentally, spiritually, and physically with my purpose, or something that's going to help me mentally, physically, spiritually figure out my purpose, you know, I need that. And again, that's why I do trust, you know, physical activity as being that balance, as being that source. Of course, it's not the only one, right? But again, that's where balance comes from. You know, and I tell people all the time, you can see me, you know, you'll probably see me around. You'll be like, okay, he's fit, but I'm not super cut or, you know, all of that. And that's cool. You know, I do know how to do pretty much any workout you give me. You know what I mean? And I'm going to probably outwork most of the people, even cats that's super cut and doing all of that there. They look good. You know, a lot of people look good. You know what I mean? But
can you open the refrigerator?
Right. Can you carry all the groceries in?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's talk about it.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
can you help your grandma go move some furniture?
Man, it's crazy.
Talk about it. You know what I mean? When you bend down, what your back doing? What your knees doing? You know what I mean? Do you have enough balance physically? Some people can't stay on their feet good, but they look good. So
Joker's walking around here, can't even put their arms straight down. I'm like, come on,
and get tossed over. So, you know, I say all that to say, you know, everything in moderation, everything in balance. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're, you know, you like to hang out, you like to party with your people, there's nothing wrong with that. But the next day you wake up, make sure you have your little detox tea, you know, to flush that stuff out. Make sure, you know, you eat right the next day. You probably ate bad yesterday. And that's why I love the phrase. And that's where the phrase really better than yesterday came from with me, dog. It's more so just about understanding that we're not perfect people.
Right.
But waking up gives us a chance,
opportunity
to either do it,
to be better,
do it again, or do it better.
Right. I agree.
it's just another opportunity. Every day is another opportunity to get it right. I didn't get it right yesterday, but today I can get it right. And that's all I can focus on is what opportunities I have today to get it right. So when it comes to that balance, I'm just really trying to figure out what can I do today that's going to make sure that my tomorrow is better, that's going to make sure my right now is better, that I can have that sense of security, that sense of self-love, because that's the key ingredient to it all. When we're talking about balance, it's really just loving yourself. I love myself enough to know that I need a little workout here, and then I need a little loving on my family over here,
Right.
and then I need to get to my job and be on point here. All of it has to weigh on that scale.
Right.
All of it has to weigh on that scale. But I need something in the middle that's gonna free my mind enough to bring all that together.
Right. It makes sense.
Exercise is that beautiful component, baby. It really is.
What would you tell people? Because I thought about this, and I just do this one in there, and because I know some people say, it's kind of hard to do certain things like we just talked about, necessarily not needing the gym, because we don't necessarily need the gym. We don't necessarily need that, because we got YouTube. If you got a room in your bedroom and enough space to do a jumping jack or push up, you don't need no gym, right? And so what's the easiest and most effective way to balance that a healthy diet and exercise? Like if you have to give somebody like a regimen, like what would be the easiest thing? Because I know sometimes people say, like you just said, the industry is
it's saturated. You can find something from anywhere.
Like I just was watching TV today, and I'm glad I remembered it. Like it's a thing called healthywage.com. So it's this website where you go in. I guess you create a profile. You tell them how much you weigh. You tell them what your goal weight is, and they pay you to lose weight. Yeah. I was like, what? Like I was like, wait, what? And people are like, oh yeah, I lost 40 pounds in 17 months, and I got paid $1,100. I'm like, what? Like, listen, if I gotta pay you to lose weight, like I mean, mentally I didn't get it. Like I was looking at the TV, like
I gotta see that ad, man, because it's stuff like that all over the place. It's stuff like that all over the place. But
I was like, wait, and so I'm in the room and I go to Google healthywage.com and I look it up and damn, there it is. I'm like, and it's testimonials, and I'm like, okay, anyway. But if you had to give somebody advice, like not a beginner, somebody who was active but kind of fell off, right? They are mindful of what they eat. They are kind of mindful of what they intake, but they just not moving, or they not as active as they think they should be. Like what would be the easiest and most effective way to help them balance that healthy lifestyle and like exercise? Like what would you suggest?
I would suggest a few things. It depends on. I would definitely say get a trainer. I would, and I know it sounds kind of cliche as a trainer. It's like, oh, get a trainer, but
get a trainer. Oh, come
to me. Yeah, I got you. But no, really, it's just that little accountability factor. And me personally, I'm the type of trainer, man. I'm really a coach. I'm a coach at heart. Like I said, I played sports. So, some of my favorite people are coaches. And Coach Dion, Coach Prime, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love that energy that you can get just from somebody saying, hey, man, do 10 more. Hey, man, get up today. We got to meet over here at the track. We're going to go do, such and such. Hey, man, meet me at the gym. We're going to do such and such. And I always kind of called myself just a glorified workout partner. You know what I mean? Because you kind of just need somebody to just hold you accountable. And even if it's not a trainer, man, find some, if you work out, hopefully you got a homie, a friend, a sister, you know what I'm saying, a family member, anybody that can go to the gym with you. Because I need to, do something for myself. Yeah, everybody gonna always say it. You start that conversation. There's somebody that's gonna join you in the conversation. Matter of fact, if me and you was talking, and I'm like, yeah, man, I need to go back to the gym. And you gonna say,
let's do it.
You know what I mean? So It's really just all about camaraderie.
I had a
If
homie,
you can
man.
find somebody that's gonna work out with you and
That's
be
gonna
like, hey,
that's gonna change the game, though.
that's gonna change the game.
That's
A
gonna
good
change the game.
workout partner, a good trainer, or a good group class. Maybe
Right.
a group of you. Social media is our friend now. It don't always have to be bad. We don't have to get on there and bash people. We can
Right.
get on there and find groups of people that we can say, hey, you know, I'm looking to lose 10 pounds, or I'm looking to get back on track with my fitness journey. What y'all doing out there? Anybody out there want to go work out with me? I see it all the time. People do it. So
Yeah.
that's the main thing to me. Just finding somebody that you don't mind being comfortable with your workout with.
Now we got that part covered as far as getting with somebody on the same page as you mentally to want to work out. But the eating habits, like, you know, eating, sleeping. Should we be sleeping more? Should we eat less? Like,
we should definitely.
I'm trying to intake more fruit. Like, I'm trying to intake more fruit. I got a drink that I'm drinking now every day. I try to make it once a week. Ginger, green apples, cucumber, lemon, and pineapples.
Awesome.
So I'm trying to mix that up. You know, maybe put a little sea moss in it. Awesome. Get out of the way, right? Yeah. So everybody might not like that. Everybody might not want that. So like, like, how do you like get somebody to find where their lane is when it comes to like finding the balance of eating healthy? Like, cause we drink, we smoke, we party, games, but how do we?
We get it in.
Do we cheat 3 times a day and not cheat 2 times a day, or do we cheat twice a day? I mean, do we cheat twice a week and then don't cheat 3 times a week? Like, how's that
So
look?
I'm gonna start at the cheat with you, and then I'm gonna work my way back through that question. So when it comes to cheating, right? Make sure that you did something first. You have to earn your cheat. People who sometimes people just be cheating just to cheat, and we're talking about cheat meals, everybody. But you have to earn your cheat meal. You have to earn your cheat day. There's no cheat day if I did nothing. There's no cheat day if I didn't go work out for real. And this is one of the things that really attracted me to my wife. Shouts out to my wife, right? Because one of the things she used to tell me is, you know, when she used to go out, you know, she would only go out. Now, if she didn't work out, there was no going out and hanging out. There was no drinks and chicken wings. There was no Taco Tuesdays, right? If I didn't actually get in some work, and I mean real deal work. You know what I'm saying? These are the days. If you already got it in your mind, because let's be honest, when we want that cheat meal, when we want that fried chicken, when we want them pancakes, it's already locked into our minds. Ain't nothing gonna take it out of there. It's in there. That craving is there. We want it now. But if you already know this, right? I'm finna go and do a stupid leg day. Right? I'm finna go in and do 30 minutes on the treadmill. I'm finna go in and hit the Stairmaster so crazy. I'm finna go do these jump ropes. I'm finna go do this boxing or whatever you usually do. I'm finna do, you know, extra 50 push-ups. Why? Because the body now has made room for excess calories and carbs. When we think of carbs a lot, we be like, bread, rice. Well, okay, but carbs is energy. And that's all it is. So when you eat your carbs, when you intake carbs, you now have given yourself extra energy. But what happens when you don't use the energy is now it's just stored away, hanging out, waiting for you to use it. And sometimes it's too much. It's stored away. And now we got to really start burning it off. So that's one of the main things. And then when you say, you know, okay, what should people be looking to eat, you know, and honestly, man, and this is just me being real with y'all, dieting is not simple. And that's why it has to be a lifestyle. Clean eating is what I would like to call it. I don't want to say dieting. Clean eating is not that simple for everybody. Just because you're eating clean, just because you're eating healthy, all the time it's not going to mean that you're going to see the results you want to see ASAP. Let me say that. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in a month. It doesn't happen in a year for a lot of people. And that's what you have to be mindful of. And that's what makes people quit, is just not seeing the results. So you really have to you really have to try stuff. You really have to try what works for you. Like you just said, I'm trying this, new smoothie drink situation where I use this, that, and the third. And most people will tell you it's just your greens and your protein. That's what your body is made up of, right? Your muscles need protein, right? Guys, we want muscles. We want our chest and shoulders to stick out a nice little way. Even when it comes to abs or a flat stomach, we need protein, right? If we're not ingesting enough protein, then there's no muscle breakdown. That's what our muscles are doing every time we work out. Muscles are breaking down, right? So if we don't ingest no protein, when our muscles start breaking down, as they're trying to recover, the recovery is happening slower. It's not happening at all because they're not feeding off of the protein that's supposed to help them do that particular matter. And it is, I try not to make it so scientific, but you do have to really, really get a full understanding of it so that you do know what you're doing. And then we go back to green. That's why you said what you got in there. Green apple, cucumber, greens.
Lemon
greens,
and pineapple.
Greens come from the earth, right? Yeah. What you see growing outside.
Right.
What do you think your body is going to appreciate?
Right.
Green, right? Now, lettuce, we can toss the lettuce because I hate hearing people say, I ate a salad today. Toss the lettuce. That ain't nothing but water. You get nothing out of lettuce. But when you do have a salad, let's say you have spinach, kale, arugula, them things, actual leaf.
Right.
Green beans, asparagus. I know my women got this thing. There's some women out there that be scared of asparagus for certain reasons. I'm not going to put y'all on blast. I know I done heard about it. All right. I ain't even going to say it. But eat your asparagus, y'all. Y'all can't have your asparagus. Make sure just... Kevin. Y'all can eat your asparagus. It's okay. I promise it's okay.
I'm going to just go in the other room. That's all. I'm going to just go in the other room.
It's okay. But you need that because those are the cleansing properties. These vegetables have cleansing properties in them that's going to help your body kind of slim on down, right? And we got to get away from, you're just mindful. Don't cook with certain oils. Don't cook with, don't fry your food. They're making it easy for you. They're giving y'all air fryers now.
Yes.
You can have fried chicken from the air.
Yes.
So,
and it doesn't necessarily taste the same because I guess it shouldn't because it's not fried, but
because there's no batter.
If you play with it enough and work the temperature and the time, that thing come on, you're like, damn, okay. So I would have to agree with that.
And it's just, we don't want to walk through the store all day looking at everything we eat, like how much sugar this got, how much carbs this got. But if you're dedicated to it, that's the part about it. Just taking that little extra 30 seconds to look at this. Okay, that got too much sugar for what I'm trying to do. Right. And that's the main thing for people who are trying to lose weight. It's that sugar. I know that sweet tooth be hitting y'all across the head, and I be praying for y'all, but you got to put the sugar down. You got to put the cakes down. You got to put the donuts down. Leave them things alone. Leave that ice cream alone. Just give it a month or just give it 7 days or so. Let that sweet stuff get it out your head because it talks too loud. Don't buy it. And that's another thing y'all be doing. Y'all be bringing stuff in your house that gonna work against you. If it's in the house, guess what? We black, Kev.
We gonna eat it.
We gonna eat it. We ain't trying to waste nothing we done spent money on. So of course we gonna eat it. Don't bring it in the house. Just keep it out of the house. And that's another thing that I ask people when they start training with me, and I'm done with the question. What's your family dynamic like at home? Who's at home with you? Do they support you having a healthy lifestyle? Because if somebody supports you having a healthy lifestyle, I'm not going to come home with Wingstop. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not going to cook a whole big pot of rice. Because this, you see, my hand don't even fit in the screen for how big the pot is.
Yeah.
For the Caribbeans, they gonna make that rice pot be so big as they got more rice than they got chicken.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to stretch it, which is understandable. But we don't need all that rice. We don't need all that. So certain things we just gotta, you gotta ask like, what the kids eating? Because if the kids eating chicken nuggets 9 times out of 10, you gonna steal 2 of their chicken nuggets. I'm taxing every time I open a bag of chips. is real. Not around, right? We don't have to engage in it. We don't have to engage in the extra, little Debbie cakes and all that. So, it can be difficult. It can be frustrating. But when you adapt to the lifestyle and the culture and you look at certain things, you're like, okay, certain stuff got to become nasty to you. You should ride past certain fast food restaurants like, ew, I don't eat that. You should.
No.
You really should tell yourself that. Make
no fast food, no Wendy's, no McDonald's.
Right. When you make clean eating your lifestyle, certain stuff gotta become so like crazy to you. Like, that sounds crazy. I don't eat like that.
Yeah.
And feel good about it. Have some pride
I think
about
that's
what
probably
you put
why,
in your body.
I think that's probably why I'm not as big as I probably ought to be, because I have already taken that mentality and be like, I'm not eating that shit. I'm not eating that. I'm not eating that. And I mean, even Angel, she'll be like, you don't eat that. Like, we'll go somewhere, somebody be like, oh, you eat this? Nah, I don't eat that. And it's like, some of it is, probably, I want to say probably rubbing off on her. Like, well, if he ain't gonna eat it, ain't no need me cooking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't want to make it like, because I don't eat it, you can't eat it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to, you can. But I'm just not gonna eat it. So like, if you cook that, it's like you're cooking for yourself, because I ain't eat that. But if you like want something fast, since my daughter's been born and she's 8, I haven't done McDonald's. I haven't done Chick-fil-A. Let me lie. I have done Chick-fil-A a couple times, but I haven't done.
Well, that's God's Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is different. That's
I have, but I haven't done a lot of the fast food stuff at all. Like, I mean, the customer service alone is the reason why I would go there. I mean, your order ain't never.
Jesus made them recipes.
And they talk to you so respectful. You like, damn, I gotta go to Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I just
everybody that work at Chick-fil-A go to church every Sunday.
Man, listen, I just feel like I wanted to just give people an idea that they understand that, being healthy isn't, when you going on a trip, or if you trying to get to a dress for a wedding, or you trying to look good for the reunion. It's a everyday thing if you decide that's what you want to do.
Yeah, you got to make that conscious decision. That's the main thing about it. You just got to put it in your mind. Once you put it in your mind, man, you can really do it, because it downloads into your spirit, and the rest is prosperity after that. Let's go get it.
Man, tell everybody where they can find you, man. So if they want to find out what Trap Aerobics and just pick your brain, man, tell them where they can find you.
Hey, Facebook, I am MGYR Edwards. Instagram at Mr_get ya right. So that's with a YA, right? GETYARIGHT. Mr_get you right on Instagram. On Twitter, I am MGYR09. You can find me on YouTube, Mr. Get You Right. My YouTube channel is up and popping. Please go subscribe. Hit all the like buttons, hit all the save buttons, and definitely share. And if you're in the South Florida, Broward County area, Trap Aerobics is on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Join us. It's always a great time.
Man, always a great time, man. I swear, when I first went out there, I was like, oh, man, okay, I see what he doing. I mean, and it inspired me a little bit, because I was out there with the flip-flops. I said, I ain't go out there and embarrass myself with the flip-flops. I said, but I need the right type of shoes. Boy might be out there for a couple sessions to see if he still got a little bit.
And I got you, dog.
Yeah. But don't go nowhere, because I know you want to pick my brain a little bit. So I'm gonna close out, but don't go nowhere. I'm gonna take you out.
Okay.
So again, y'all, like I said, being healthy don't have to necessarily mean, you have to kill yourself. Don't mean that you gotta not do things that you like, but you can still do things that you like. And I love the fact that Vinny said it's no need to cheat if you didn't give yourself a reason to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't work out, if you didn't give yourself a reason to cheat, why cheat? Like, you know what I mean? And it makes sense to me now. So I just wanted to come on here, pick his brain, get y'all familiar with him. I wanted to get more familiar with him. I'm happy I did this. And so again, I'm going to continue to try to come with different conversations. I know every time I come on here, it's not going to always be shits and giggles. It's not always going to be laughter, but sometimes we got to talk some real shit, so that way we can kind of help ourselves, live a lot fuller lives. I mean, a lot of us may have friends or family members who are not here today, whether it was from health issues or COVID or whatever the case may be, depression. I mean, it's so much shit going on. It's just crazy out here. But I felt like, what exercise and what it was doing for me at one point in my life, it was actually helping me, like therapy, you know what I mean? Being able to go to the gym and, having your own time in your space, put your music on and do your thing. And I see a lot of people on Facebook, a lot of people on social media doing their thing, and I appreciate it. But I just feel like it needs to be a overwhelming, thing where all of us are trying to do it and, do it every day and not just do it for certain things, certain events. We need to be doing it for a lifetime. So that way we can be around a lot longer. So I appreciate y'all coming through as always. I'll probably see y'all next week with something a little different. I'm working on something else. And again, just bear with me. All of the stuff that I'm trying to do now is all new to me. So just bear with me. I swear I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it worked out. But just work with me. So I want to thank Vinny again. Thank y'all for coming through. Again, like I always say, whoever didn't see this, when you see the replay, if there's anything that you heard on the show, if you want to comment, you can. If you want to inbox me, ask me any questions, you can. If there's anything that I could do for you to send you resources to Vinny or whatever, let me know. I'm always going to try to help out however I can. So it's the 6th Man, Vinny, myself, man. Look, appreciate y'all coming through, man. I'm out. Y'all be safe. The 6th Man. This podcast is uncut, unscripted, and we talk about a wide range of topics. Black entrepreneurship, social injustice, education, finances, the family dynamic, Me Too movement, Black Lives Matter, and mental health, along with many more. It's a real talk podcast to empower, educate, encourage, uplift, and inspire, and to allow others to be better than they were yesterday.